This year's shortlisted current affairs and politics works are North Korea's Missiles by a team from Reuters. This piece explains the science behind North Korea's expanding missile program and digs deeper into launch history data. After a year of war, air raid sirens have sounded more than 15,000 times in Ukraine by a team from El País. This piece explains the Ukrainian people's situation after a year of war through its airstrike alarms data. These tax cuts are set to reshape Australia's budget. Do you understand their true scale? By a team from the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. This piece visualizes the $243 billion price tag of Australia's tax cuts by starting with smaller costs that are familiar to readers and then building up to comparable expenses in the national budget. Why the Super Rich Are Inevitable by Alvin Chang. This piece explains why some mathematicians argue the economy is designed to create a few super rich people. Moving the Lines by a team from Voila. This project brings to life the unique research of the Economic Innovation Group on the fall of the economic dynamism in the United States and how most states have been struggling since 2008. 10 Years of the Fight for $15 by Jeremy Yingling and team at Fight for $15, SEIU. This piece celebrates a decade of major victories raising the minimum wage across the United States. This work was commissioned and printed for a New York exhibition featuring the art and propaganda of the campaign. Die Stadtflucht, The Urban Escape, by a team from Zeit Online. This piece shows how Germany's major cities are beginning to shrink. It demonstrates how cities are now only growing as a result of inward migration from abroad and the changing relationship between urban and rural areas. Unveiling the Saudi Conflict by Parvati Arangat. This piece is a data-driven tale about the war between the USA and the Islamic terrorist group Al-Qaeda on Saudi soil. This thematic cartography visualizes data relating to the number of attacks on U.S. interests and the mortalities in the past 20 years. Britain's Shadowy Border by a team from CNN. This piece explores one facet of a global trend using AI technology to digitize border security. The mapping starts out with a snapshot of the frequency and type of UK Channel boat crossings. That same map transitions to show the depth of UK surveillance. Legalization, a plant that grows slowly, by Couple in Data. This visualization shows the history of the laws that exist on marijuana legalization and its prohibition in the last 40 years, 1960 to 2020. It allows us to see the contagion effect between countries, both in positive and negative aspects. Vote.org 2022 Impact Report by Amina Brown and team. This piece explores Vote.org's impact in aiding voter registration and how their work both directly and indirectly supports democracy. The primary focus was to highlight how they targeted specific voters, specifically young voters, and voters in key states.